Welcome back everybody to Forza Motorsport, and today we're continuing on with the career mode championships. So this is the last of the championships in this career mode, the C8 challenge. So obviously it's going to be focused on the Corvette C8, the first ever Corvette to be mid-engined. So yeah, it's only going to be a one make series, which is pretty much why I've kind of held off on doing this, but still, hopefully it should be fun enough. So let's see what the game has to say about the car, and then we'll go on the first track. Come on, there we go.
The Chevrolet Corvette has been the gold standard of American-made sports cars and a force to be reckoned with on racetracks for over 50 years. In their latest incarnation, designers did the unthinkable, moving the championship-winning, ground-pounding V8 to create a mid-engine masterpiece. But that new platform and weight distribution means everything builders learned must be unlearned as they adapt to survive. A true Corvette revolution. So, who among us will lead this new world to the checkered flag?
So yeah, I'm not a massive fan of the C8. I think it's lost a little bit of the insanity of the previous iterations, but we do have a few of the versions to check out. So we've obviously got the Corvette E-Ray, which is also the first ever Corvette to have all-wheel drive, as it's got a hybrid system. So yeah, it's the heaviest of the three, as you can see, by some substantial margin. We're not going to do the Forza edition because I don't particularly like those versions. But yeah, substantially heavier because it's got basically another engine in there. But as you can see, it's also got the most torque. It's got it's got the second most amount of power, and yeah, it's inevitably going to have a pretty good acceleration. As you can see, second best acceleration in that regard. But yeah, it's just a little bit too heavy and a little bit too cumbersome for my liking. Then we have the more standard Corvette, the Stingray Coupe. So handling wise, it's not as good as the other two, and it does have the least amount of power. But that could potentially mean that it's got more, wiggle room to upgrade with. And then weighing slightly less, but having way more in the way of power and slightly less in the way of torque, due to the smaller engine, is the Z06. So yeah, 670 horsepower is obviously a hell of a lot. And yeah, as you can see, in terms of handling and braking, and acceleration, it's better than the E-Ray. Speed isn't quite as good, no doubt, because it's got a much bigger rear wing and a massive front splitter on top of that. But yeah, everything is also better than what the standard Stingray Coupe can do. So I think we're going to go for the middle ground with the Z06. Middle ground in terms of, certain elements, but better in other areas as well. And yeah, it's definitely going to be the best track performer here. So yeah, we'll get this, especially since I already own it as well. So yeah, we're on Maple Valley for the first race for 5 laps. So yeah, as per usual though, we do not upgrade the car for the first race. I'm just going to check that it isn't upgraded because I already did own it. I don't think it was. Nope. Right, so yeah, as per usual, we don't upgrade for the first race, just to see what the car in stock form is capable of. And then we can obviously build on areas that we feel need to be improved. This is a pretty fast and track. It's got a lot of fast corners.
The 15-turn Maple Valley Raceway full circuit may become one of your favorite tracks,
straight
with
line
its 3-mile-long blacktop ribbon that twists, rises.
It's also got some really rather tight corners as well. So yeah, it's a good test of any car, quite frankly. This. So yeah, fuel and tyre. Whack all that down. We don't need 15 laps worth of fuel after all. 40% will do. Go. Let's see what this quad exhaust will do. the Stingray version are also slightly different. They are generally the same car, V8s. Bounds can go on in certain regards, so I think there are some more faster than others, but yeah, I'm just not a fan of online racing. It removes a lot of the unpredictability that you can get with, you know, racing any car against any other car. Personally don't enjoy the way these drive over the older Corvettes. I prefer them in the front mid-engine layout they had on some of the cars did have their engines quite far back behind the front wheels, depending on the version that you had. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of the way that these cars handle. I think there's a little bit too much understeer at times with them. Yeah, the rear end grip isn't as good as yeah, by no means my favourite Corvette to drive, especially in terms of modern ones. Places, but we have gained some progress. There's so much understeer in this, it just makes no sense. And anyway, up front, and your downforce to show you some decent amount of grip up front. And, you know, no real weight to be turning in, and yet turn it as much as you might want it to. Get that happening again. So you have to slow right down just to try and compensate for the understeer. It's just, yeah. Again, it could easily just be down to me. I'm always a great driver in this game. Any racing game, quite frankly, but I've not had these kind of issues with all the Corvettes. This one on the E-Ray where that really does understeer a lot. Extra brakes now. I was expecting it to understeer more, so I turned in sooner, and then suddenly Just now we've seen a double crash on this career mode. So plenty of singular crashes, but not two at practically the same point. Still, second place is a decent start.
Nice work out there. We finished P2.
And we obviously have upgrades that we can do to cure some of that understeer. So we start off with 25 points, which is decent, but yeah, really can't say how the rest of this championship is going to go based on that performance. Could end in any kind of way, to be honest. So yeah, let's see what the next race is going to be at, and then yeah, so we're at Sebring International Raceway, which has been newly added to the game. So it's nice that they're able to change up the races depending on what has been added recently, because obviously this championship was part of the game from the start. Yeah, this track wasn't, it was only put up last week, I believe. So yeah, so we're at 4 laps for that. Right, definitely need to cure some of that understeer with some grippier tyres. Yeah, we're only able to do it at the fronts, but that should help. Front traction, and yeah, we can do the traction for the tyres overall with race tyres. Don't have to worry about the CP nonsense because we can just buy our points now. Because to hell with their upgrade system, which is shoddy at best. Let's reduce the weight up front a bit more with knock out some of the weight from the front hood. Alright, get rid of some more weight, driveline, knock out £5, knock out some more weight with the new clutch. Some race springs and dampers. Bit of weight reduction. So now we have what, 0.202 horsepower per pound? Yeah. And that kind of reasonably increases decreases the acceleration, which is good. And can we give us a little bit of extra power just for the funs of it? To a 7 litre like the older Corvette Z06. Kind of a stickler for having a even amount of horsepower, to be honest. Can't always get it, so I have to fiddle around with whatever there is there to play with. There we go, 705, and that puts us on the dot on 800. Don't think we can go any further than that. Yeah, we can knock out some more of the weight. Knock a couple of extra pounds off. Can we do that with any rear anti-roll bars? No. Front? No. Right, that's fine. Buy the car points. As you can see, it only costs 26,775, whereas to get the near 3,000 CP, you'd be grinding forever on God knows how many races to get that amount of points. So, yeah, it's just not worth conforming to the whole CP upgrade system, as far as I'm concerned. So, yeah, there we go. So, got what, 35 extra horsepower, less weight, grippier tyres, wider tyres up front, better clutch so we can deal with the extra power, and a slightly lighter flywheel, better dampers and springs.
Sebring's final 180-degree sunset bend is fast and bumpy, so it's crucial you drive a smooth, clean
this is an extremely bumpy circuit in places as well, so the race suspension won't work very well there, no doubt about that. Saw it on a couple of race cars how bad the bumps are when it comes to race suspension, but that is not the majority of the circuit, thankfully, so it shouldn't matter too much. Right, so let's see what is more powerful, lighter, grippier, and better control of weight. That's what the car can do. Definitely turns it better. Putting into a pole position, putting into second. First has gone off-roading. Massive improvement on this car. So much better turning. Just from doing those tyres, just from doing the spring and dampers, slightly lightening the floor a bit, it's just made it completely better. Yeah, it doesn't deal with the bumps all that well. It's race suspension. Hanging in there for the most part. Yeah, you can still get oversteer in this car, but it does feel a little bit more controllable when it does happen. 705 horsepower working wonders around the straight. Bumpy. Right at the end of the line, so yeah, I'd say overall this is much better. Second place is once again strong in that corner. I think we'll fill this time we'll do subscribers to the channel. It wasn't massive or anything like that. It was still ahead of the low point of the year in terms of subscribers in March. So yeah, I'm pretty much on 18 overall, which I'm really pleased for. So yeah, no, thank you.
One more lap.
But we didn't improve our lap, we wanted a clean one. Slightly went off again. Take that time. A penalty, so yeah. reducing the weight and increasing the power, even 35 horsepower, certainly helped us in this race. So also reducing the weight, increase the handling, so there's a double reason to that. How's that off? Oh, that's really annoying, that is. Slightly over one of the other lines. Okay then, if you say so. Regardless, we still got first, and we didn't improve our lap again on last lap. So yeah, those improvements have certainly helped a big amount. Again, though, the drivers, as you can see, don't upgrade their cars. I just don't understand that. It makes no sense why give us the option to upgrade and then not let the AI do the same thing. So yeah, but that means we're now 6 points ahead. We've gained the first place position. So yeah, we've got 4 more races to go. So the next episode will be for the next 2 races. So yeah, I look forward to seeing you in that episode. But nonetheless, thank you for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.